In this guide, I'll walk you through the operational calendar, your company's central hub for scheduling service visits and deliveries, and tracking what's been done and what hasn't. The operational calendar is color-coded for clarity. Green stands for interior services, blue for exterior, and purple for floral. Deliveries are marked with orange. To help you distinguish between recurring and one-off visits, we also use different shades of those colors. At the top, you'll find handy filters that let you narrow things down by person, site, service, or even by visit type, whether it's a one-time job or a regular commitment. Upcoming visits are shown in black, and when you hover over them, you'll see all the details. Completed visits turn gray, and any that were missed show up in red. Also, if you click on a completed visit, this will instantly take you to the corresponding visit or delivery report. Let's also take a look at the notification icon in the top right corner, as these sections are related. If a visit was missed, rescheduled, or completed earlier than planned, you'll see a notification here. The little counter on top of the icon tells you how many updates you haven't checked yet. And if a visit was missed, you'll also find a shortcut to quickly reschedule it. Once you've read the message, simply mark it as read and move on. But keep in mind that if you mark a notification as read under your account, it will still remain unread for the other users of the back office in your company. These notifications are automatically cleared after 90 days. You can also apply a filter to show all the missed visits directly in the calendar view. Our system is designed to encourage technicians to reschedule any incomplete visits before clocking out for the day. We know that real life gets in the way sometimes, maybe something unexpected came up, or the route had to be changed. That's exactly why this feature exists, to save time for supervisors and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. But sometimes, a technician might forget to close their workday, and since the system automatically closes the day at midnight to send through the timesheet, any unfinished visits will be automatically qualified as missed. And occasionally, they might even forget to start their day. In both cases, the system can't tell if the work was done, so it flags the visits as missed. That's why it's crucial for field staff to start and end their workday properly. Make sure your whole team follows the same method of clocking in and out. This keeps your records clean, ensures accurate geo-verification, and helps make payroll a breeze. Now, let's talk about scheduling. On the top, you will find two options to create a new job, one for a service visit, and one for delivery. Let's start with the service visits. When you click Schedule a new service visit, you'll see a simple scheduling form. First, choose the service site, then the service itself, and then select the person who's going to do the job. The system will automatically suggest the technician assigned to this site, but you can change that if needed. And if you do choose someone else, the system will double-check if you'd like to update the default technician for this service going forward. Next, you'll need to choose when the visit should happen. This is important, because in the technician's mobile app, the jobs will be sorted by time. There's also a flexible option for when the exact time doesn't matter, meaning the technician can choose themselves when to go. Now, we've seen two main strategies among our customers. Some companies use the time field to set a broad window, giving technicians flexibility to manage their day. Others use it to define a precise time, expecting the visit to happen within that window. There's no right or wrong here, but whatever approach you pick, it's best to apply it consistently across your company. Let's move on to choosing the date. If it's a recurring visit, just set the frequency. It works a lot like Google Calendar. Once set, the visit will repeat until you cancel the series. And if you need to reschedule one instance, the system will ask if it's just for that day or if the whole series should be updated. Now, if you're dealing with something like a summer exterior service that happens multiple times a week, say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we recommend creating 3 separate series, one for each day. It keeps things clean and easy to manage. Once you've filled in the details, click Schedule, and voila, it will show up right in the calendar. At the beginning, we recommend doing some quick manual checks to make sure everything looks the way you intended. Once you get the hang of it, it'll be second nature. If you ever need to edit a visit, start by finding it in the calendar. You can apply filters or switch to a daily or weekly view to narrow things down. Click on the visit, and you'll be asked whether you want to edit just this instance or the whole series. Just a heads up, if you choose to edit the whole series, you'll only be able to change the time, but if you edit just one, you can also move it to another day. This is especially useful when someone calls in sick or if there's a public holiday. But if you want to move the entire series to a different day, it's usually easier to delete the old one and create a new one from scratch. Now, let's also check scheduling the deliveries. For deliveries, there is a slightly different form, as you might want to add the details of the assignment and make it mandatory for the assignee to collect some pictures as proof of delivery, or even a new install. Optionally, you can also add the files with instructions, for example, a floor plan or some images with directions. Filled in all the details? Great, just press schedule and your new delivery will appear in the operational calendar. Once the scheduled service visits and deliveries are completed, you will find the reports in the corresponding sections. And the shortcuts to these reports will also be included in the timesheets, so you can quickly look up what exactly was done. One of the great things about One Big Green's scheduling system, just like most of its features, is that it works in real time. The moment you schedule a visit and assign someone, it pops up in their app immediately, and they get notified. Even if you're rescheduling something for later the same day, your team stays in the loop. And that's the power of scheduling with One Big Green. It's flexible, intuitive, and built to adapt to the realities of running a service business. Whether you're managing one technician or a full field team, the operational calendar helps you stay organized, stay efficient, and stay ahead. Once you get into the rhythm of it, scheduling becomes not just a task, but a tool for growth.